Good morning.
You got mail.
I got mail. Hide our address.
No. Oh, yes.
Cool. I just ended the weekend video because I didn't yesterday, but
It's holiday weekend for
it
many.
is a holiday
so
weekend.
For many, not all.
But I figured because we're going to another surgeon follow-up, I would start a new video. I'm not going to film during the appointment because I think that gets boring seeing me sitting on a chair so many times, but we are heading to Philly again to take another look at my incision. It's pretty much the same, so I don't know what they're going to want to do. It's very frustrating, but I'm going to ask if she'll do some sort of culture so we can figure out, because I think whatever this is, if it's a yeast, it is not a normal one. I've never had anything like it. I've never had issues with this, so.
I didn't get to say hi to her.
Oh, let's show the barn. You're getting work done on the barn. They are digging out the front. Oh my gosh. Super cool.
There's a lot of dirt. Wow.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. That was huge.
They only have maybe a quarter of the front dug up now.
Oh my gosh. So there's going to be a lot. Just put it over where the parking lot is going to be.
It's also going so we can level out the front and grade that.
Oh yeah. All right.
Two
Well,
birds, one stone.
there we go. All right. We are almost there. Actually, we're going to that building right there, not this. This is where I was hospitalized a few times. But we're going to go into this appointment and see what she tells me, what her idea is, because this is getting frustrating. So we'll check back in with you, I think when the appointment's done. Yeah, I think that'll be the best bet. All right, guys, we just left the appointment.
Gotta get in camera.
We actually parked on the road instead of the garage today.
It was nice.
It was nice. It's a nice walk. It's a beautiful day, so that's good. I told her about all of the infections. I don't want to say it too loud because we're outside. But I think one is feeding the other. I'm not sure. It just seems to be going back and forth. She ordered diflucan again, which I've tried. She also did a swab. She found a swab and was able to take a culture, and she took a picture to send to my surgeon. So he's apparently on vacation right now.
Yeah, out in California.
Yeah.
Maybe you can just see him when you're out there next week.
That's what I should do. Be like, hey, buddy, take a look at this. So that's the dealio. We're gonna go get lunch. It's a loud truck. It's kind of loud. Oh wow, he is zooming.
He is actually. Didn't stop either.
Oh, he just totally blew that stop sign. Okay. Yeah, so we're gonna get our usual Qdoba lunch. People have been asking about my diet, so I can tell you a little bit about that later.
Yep.
They're like, all we see you eat is fries. Which is true.
We have a variety. It's pretty
We do.
sorted, but pretty good. Like for breakfast the last few weeks, we've had, I guess that's potatoes still, but mashed potatoes and veggies.
Yeah.
Homemade.
But like a late breakfast. I eat a lot of cereal.
Sorry, I should have said lunch or brunch.
Yeah, well, we can talk about it later. But we're going to go get lunch. We're going to go to CVS, pick up the prescription. Zach's going to paint. I'm going to be inside chilling because I'm actually off today for, what do they call it? Bereavement?
Yes.
Yeah. Yesterday, I was not happy just because of my grandmother. So tomorrow's the funeral. So today and tomorrow I am off.
Yeah.
And I'll be back to it on Wednesday. So, that's what we're doing. Alright, I won't film long, but I'm getting tacos today, the Bohemian veg tacos. And Zach got his monster
double
wrapped burrito because he gets so much on it. All right, we're gonna enjoy this. I'll catch up with you guys later.
That's not his truck. Wow, that's a lot of dirt.
Oh, well, glad we have a tour in 2 weeks. All right, we just got home. As you saw, we're gonna go check out
Big old hole in
the big old hole in the ground. Oh.
Go around.
Oh my gosh, guys. You can't even get to the front of our barn.
I feel like this is enough to level out the ground up here.
Yeah. Holy cow.
Wow. Goes down pretty deep.
Oh yeah, look at the water.
Yeah.
So the whole reason they're doing this is because we have leaking downstairs.
Yeah.
So now they're putting in a cement wall.
Wow. It's amazing.
Look at this.
How much
It's just so cool to see it from the side.
this. Yeah, that's the wall. Just
Yeah, this is the wall right here that you can see downstairs, but inside.
looks like a fun house to be able to get down and feel that.
Alright, well, very cool. Hi! Hello. Hi, Holly. You go wig your butt into my phone. Her tail is like right behind my phone. Stop. Oh, you're a happy girl. Oh, yes, you're a happy girl. That's her tail thumping. Hi, Papa. Hello. I love you. I love you. I love you. Forever and ever. Alright guys, so I'm inside just relaxing now. I've got 3 out of 4 dogs on the couch and I'm sure the 4th will be along soon. Zach is outside painting now. He really wanted to get to work on that because there are a lot of pieces of siding that need to be painted. I did my nails, so in case anybody is curious, because I do get a couple questions, it is Sinful Colors and the color is Sail Lovey. There you go. Just in case you're wondering. I thought that I would talk a little bit about some things that people have asked me about, and I really don't talk, or not that I don't talk about it, but I just haven't mentioned. One of the questions I keep getting is, are you still on Humira? As of the last 4 months, I would say, I have actually been off of Humira, and that's not because my disease is doing so great and I'm in remission and whatnot. It's actually due to everything that has happened, all the complications. So in November, we found out I had a pretty severe UTI where I went septic, and, you know, I know that I need to not take Humira when I feel sick, and I think it was like the day that I started feeling sick, I was due for Humira, and I thought, nope, let's not do this, which was a really good and smart thing of me, because then I wound up hospitalized, as many of you know, and they wanted me to restart it a few weeks later, and I checked with my GI, and he was like, yep. But then we started talking surgery, because I had my Panproctocolectomy just a few weeks after that whole ordeal with my kidney. And when you have surgery, you're not supposed to take Humira, so I didn't take Humira then. Then after surgery, the UTI came back. So I couldn't restart Humira then. And pretty much since surgery, I've been dealing with I guess I should call it a double yeast infection. And I'm sorry for the guys that have to hear this, but maybe you're interested because it's different and you might be unfamiliar with it. Ladies get yeast infections, and it's annoying, but it happens. Not everybody does. I was not one of those people who got them. I can maybe count on one hand how many times I've had them, and when I've had them, you get a 3-day course of Monistat over the counter, and it's gone. And so when I started noticing those symptoms, I started Monistat, and it really didn't do a whole lot. Mentioned it to my PA. She put me on oral diflucan, I think it is. Took that, it didn't do anything, and then it started to go bacterial. So when it went bacterial, I went to my primary care because I couldn't get in with my gynecologist soon enough, and she prescribed me Flagyl, which took care of the bacterial part of it. Like, that's gone. But the yeast infection has stayed. I have tried everything under the sun. Yogurt. I've tried probiotic, prebiotic supplements, probiotic suppositories. I've tried everything, and the problem is it is now both in my incision on my bottom and my vagina. So they're basically, one is kind of transferring to the other. I don't know who started it, but they both need to stop. It is extremely frustrating, and I feel just so gross. I've never had anything like this. So that's why I asked my PA if she could swab it to see if it's something that, like, isn't the regular yeast. I mean, it's acting like it's a yeast infection, just extremely persistent. That's Dixie. She's got her little elephant, right? Dixie! Hi! She's squeaking her elephant. So that's where I am with all of that fun stuff. And then I wanted to also talk about food, because I get this question a lot about what I tend to eat and what I don't eat. So for those of you who don't know, years ago I became a pescatarian, not for Crohn's reasons, not for health reasons at all. It actually was more, I went to, this is gonna sound really silly and you can judge me if you'd like. I traveled to South Africa and I went on like safaris and stuff and saw all the wild animals, and I loved them so much. And then I saw this rhino that had his horn cut off because of poachers, and it really, I mean, I like got so upset over it. So got home, and one night Zach and I were having steaks, and I was like halfway through this steak, and suddenly I thought about where it came from, and I almost threw up. Like and I've never had that before. So I said, you know what, I think I'm done. Like, I think I don't want to eat this anymore. And I haven't since. It's been like four years, I want to say. I know I did it in February. I remember that. February 8th was the date. I just can't remember the year. So my goal was to eventually become a vegetarian, but I think with my health that probably isn't the smartest. I need some sort of good protein. So I eat a lot of salmon, I eat a lot of tuna. Other things, other seafood really does not make me feel good. Even tuna and salmon don't sit well, so I have to do stuff like loperamide to slow down my output. But I stick with a lot of like bready, carby type things. Pastas, bread, what else? Mashed potatoes are really good, any sort of potatoes. So French fries, you guys see me eating a lot of French fries. That's why it sits the best. I really like doing cottage cheese in the morning with like fruit on it for some extra protein. I will get like an Impossible Burger or something like that at restaurants, and I've had people comment and be like, oh my god, you're filling your body with trash. And like, honestly, when you do things in moderation, it's okay. Like, but people will just fly with it and, you know, judge you for anything. They'll judge you for having blue eyes or for wearing a striped sweater. So I don't care. Comment away. I just delete those comments. It's just wasting your time. All right, I'm gonna relax a little bit more, but I think later today, it seems like I have at least one person who hangs out and joins, watches my videos, who like the plants. They like the plants that I get because I get a lot of plants. So maybe I will take you around the house and show you some of our house plants. There's a lot of new ones, but also a lot of old ones. And Zach is doing something pretty cool with some houseplants he bought. So I'll take you around the house to show you some of that. And yeah, we'll do that later though. All right, I'll see you in a little bit. All right, guys, I need to change my bag before I show you any of my lovely plants, but I wanted to show you what my friend Noelle sent. She sent me a bunch of ostomy supplies that she doesn't use any longer. She heard about my whole predicament with not getting my insurance to cover my ostomy supplies because my doctors are too afraid to prescribe it, and they're requiring me to basically go see a WOCN who is backed up for weeks and weeks and weeks. But she sent me all this different stuff to try and help my bag stick, because I've also been having a lot of issues with that. So, oh my gosh, she is amazing. I use these all the time. Awesome. Thank you, Noelle. All right, guys, I thought I would give you a tour of all of our little planties because I think some of you guys enjoy this. These are the roses that I had gotten at Trader Joe's just a few nights ago. Here's the other guy. Look at these. Look at these little lavender roses. I guess they're miniature roses. I have some of my amaryllis bulbs. You can see I've got a couple flower stalks starting. I think the other one has a few more. Yeah, this guy has a flower stalk. So does that one. So does that one. We'll come over here. I bought these at the store at Lowe's on sale. Hyacinths, and I'm gonna plant them outside when these flowers are gone because my hyacinths are already coming on. They're already coming up outside. So this is my snake plant. I, for the life of me, can't remember what the actual name of this is. Somebody can tell me. It's like something something. And look, he's got a little baby. He's got a little baby guy. And then a little Christmas tree that Zach got me. Here is Zach's pride and joy. This is brand new. So a lot of you ask about this tank. Unfortunately, it was beautiful. It was a beautiful tank. We had discus, and we went to this awful store in New Jersey that sells discus. I'm not saying the name because I'm not gonna call them out, but you could probably figure out which one. They had very diseased fish, and it was apparently very common, and it killed everything in this tank. So right now there's maybe a couple of tetras in there, but there's not a whole lot of life. But Zach wants to replant this tank, start over. So he got a philodendron, which we just got this weekend. We had this peace lily in a pot, and he moved it into the fish tank, so you can see the roots. And a couple more peace lilies, and then we'll come over to our tank that's still alive. Hi guys. Hello. These are angelfish. We have a rosy barb. We had 5, and that guy is the only one still living, and he seems very happy. Usually they are supposed to be in, I guess, packs. I don't know, what do you call a group of fish? But he like holds his own and does his thing. He's been doing well for a while like this. But these guys have a peace lily. Actually, he has 2 peace lilies on top. Zach got these acrylic panels that you probably saw at Lowe's in our last video, and he cut holes in them so the plants could go through. And then this, I believe, is another type of philodendron or something like that. I don't know. We've got some dying plants over here, some of our poinsettias, and we've got some pothos, and I believe that this is purple passion. This is something that Zach's mom gave us, and I used to have quite a bit of, but I'm trying to like save it. I don't know. And then this guy actually still has his little tag. We've had him for a few years. Peperonia. So I've taken some cuttings off of this and gotten new plants. Come over here. This is our crocus, I believe. I think that's what he's called. He's very beautiful. He does a lot better in the summer outside than he does in the winter, so he struggles in the wintertime. And then there's this other little guy down here. He happened by accident. I kind of like threw an old pot of dirt in this, and apparently the roots were still viable, so I forget what that one's called, but it's got green leaves with pink spots. Over here, we've got more of my amaryllis. Don't worry, guys. I'm going to blow your minds with how many amaryllis I have. I don't think any of these have stalks. I'm actually going to plant these outside this summer so they really get like good soil, good light. I've got our little succulents. These are the only succulents we have. More pothos that I'm trying to save. This is a prayer plant, and I can't figure out why it's not happy. He goes in phases. He's happy sometimes, and then he's mad sometimes. I don't know. Here's another amaryllis plant with a stalk about to open. A couple more down there. There's a flower stalk. And then this pot, which I believe has a flower stalk right there. Yay! And then I have some hyacinth bulbs right in there. All right, let's go to the kitchen. I'll show you what's in there. So we got a lot of plants when I had surgery, which is why we have so many now. This guy we've had for a few years. He doesn't look super great, and I can't remember the name of him. We have a few different planters. This is a planter with another prayer plant. It looks like maybe a version of Pathos. This, which is very similar to this guy. Some of these, I don't really know. See my get well soon balloon though. I've got another snake plant that I transferred into here. A couple more of my Amaryllis that I think I actually just want to bring upstairs because these two are not looking very good. But these back Amaryllis, you can see we've got one about to bloom. And then here's another planter that's very similar to this guy right here. Okay, so I'm gonna take you upstairs to our hot tub room. If you guys don't know, we have a hot tub room. Couldn't tell you why, just came with the house. So I'm gonna bring you in there and you're gonna see how many Amaryllis I truly have. All right, guys, this room is not very pretty. It's pretty gross, but it has a lot of Amaryllis. So I will show you. As you can see, so these are the ones that I got on sale at Walmart for very cheap. Some were $2.50, and as we kept going later and later, they kept getting cheaper. Got one little flower stalk coming up and some leaves. We're literally over a hot tub right now, guys. These are some Amaryllis that I put into buckets or bins, I guess you would call them. And some of these I've had for 4 or 5 years now. So some are really big and some are really small, and they're all gonna go outside this spring. These two pots right here are hydrangeas that I'm trying to wake up and get started early so I can plant them outside. They're outside pretty much all winter. And there's more Amaryllis. So I've got, I think, at least 100. And then I've got these grow lights, which, oh no, did this one die? I'm gonna be so sad if this one died. No, it's unplugged. Why is it unplugged? Hold on, guys. That's basically my obsession. I've told you guys I'm trying to grow them out this summer and get them nice and nutrient filled, and then I'm going to put them in the fridge, give them a false winter, and try to get some Amaryllis for our wedding. We will see. We will see if that actually occurs. All right, guys, I hope that you enjoyed today's video, and I definitely will keep you updated on everything that's going on. Let me know if you've gone through something similar, because this is, my health right now is a really big pain in the butt, and it doesn't help that, we can't control what life brings us, but it's not helping with my grandmother passing and tomorrow being the funeral. So I'm trying to just distract myself for right now and enjoy my plants and enjoy life while it is here. So I will keep you all updated. Thank you for being so gracious with me, not uploading very regularly. All right, thanks guys, and I will see you in the next. Bye.